This is the Binti Love Podcast, and I'm your host, Binti Love. And this is the 5 Points, 5 Stars review. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, now today I will be reviewing the Basketball Wives Season 10, Episode 2 review. Drinking some tea here. The weather is, for it being the end of February, This is really a good time to catch a cold, and you just have to choose not to. I always bring that extra sweater, guys. I'm telling you. Okay. Yeah, so I'm reviewing the Basketball Wives, Season 10, Episode 2. And let me just start off and give this episode the 5 stars. And the reason why I start off with giving this episode 5 stars is because I've sometimes went through the whole episode of the review and did not give it a rating. I have to look back and see and put I gave it 5 stars because this is the 5 points, 5 star review. So I just put that review up there early just to make sure. It's 5. I gave this episode 5 stars just to make sure I do it. Yep. Okay. So again, these are the beautiful Basketball Wives. That's the new season, guys. It's season 10. And here are the great girls. I haven't seen Angel yet. I haven't seen her. I don't know who saw her, but I haven't seen her this season. But the girls again, Duffy and the rest of them here, looking lovely. Great colors this season. And things of that nature. Okay, point number 1. Let me just comment and say, money and marriage does matter. Like Duffy said. Duffy's like, I'm not going to laugh. But Duffy was like, tell her man, she was like, he's like, I really want to marry you. And it's not funny. But she's like, and he's a sports agent, allegedly. But she's like, you are not doing enough. She's like, you're not doing enough. And he's like, you know how men go. I pay all the bills around here. I pay all the bills around here. And she's like, I appreciate that. You're taking care of us. But I never asked you for money. And then she's like, you need to do better. Blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. Not a direct quote. But she's like, you need to do better. Yeah. Like, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. So apparently, although he's a sports agent, for the rest of us, we're kind of like, that's good. He's a sports agent for the NBA or something like that. That's pretty high up there. But for Duffy, she's like, I want my man to do better because she feels that, she pushes herself. Yeah, like she's like, I DJ here, I DJ there, I do that. I think that we can do better. So she wants him, although he's in an elite status, to do better because she feels that she can get higher up. And so, yeah. So I think, point number 1, money and marriage doesn't matter, because like she was saying, if she's so successful and he's not trying to do the same striving, then, it might be resentful, from her man, or, the man always pushing up and the woman's like, I'm tired, I'm going to stay at this level. It might be resentful for the woman, when every time when the other person's okay, like, I'm good where I'm at, and there he go, or there she go. This new opportunity, this other opportunity to make more money, and they're like, look, I came from my bootstraps. I think I'm comfortable. I think I did good, based upon where they came from. And the other person's like, no, we're around multimillionaires. I think we could do a little bit better than this. And so that's the issue I think Duffy had with, like, she's not ready to get married to him unless he's going to strive and push himself, beyond where he's at. She feels they're a young couple. They could do way better than this. Yeah. So, just wanted to comment on that, money in marriage does matter. It really does matter. And I spoke about this before. However, her want-to-be husband wants to legitimize the relationship after having their child. Now, Duffy did have a child with him. So they're kind of like living together, and I think he feels that she needs to be married for love, but also to legitimize the relationship. Although money and marriage does matter, also commitment and establishment of the fact that, they are a union and they're bringing children into the situation matters too. Okay. Moving on to point number 2. Let me report I love Jackie. Now, guys, here is Jackie here with my pointer. This is my little pointer. As you can see, it has a little black handle. There you go. Okay, and the points to everything. Okay, so I love Jackie. So let me just report I love Jackie taking a mother role with the other girls. She's so youthful. Isn't Jackie youthful? Either she's pushing 60 or she's over 60. I'm not really sure. But her youthful spirit carries on. I love that about her, no matter what. So, yeah. So, she is so youthful and fun. So, like I stated, I love me some Jackie Christie. Glad she's still on the show. And she's taking a mother role. They sound like a godmother. Like, look. They're tired of her acting like a godmother, They're like, oh, my goodness. Yeah. I'm tired of her acting like a godmother, things of that sort. But that's what she does. She knows she's a little older than them. But I think she's just youthful and she's just still hanging out with the people. They're the basketball wives. Okay. So, I'm glad she's still on the show. Alright. Moving on to point number 3, which is my criticism. And my criticism goes for Jennifer. Yes. Jennifer here. Looking all cute with the gorgeous eyelashes, the nice lace shirt with the black and the silver. Good updo of hair. A little bit of a tuft there. Great earrings, great makeup. She always wears a little bit of a shoulder pad. Have you noticed that about her? Nice little ponytail over the front of her shoulder. Loved it. Yeah. But, my criticism does go for Jennifer yelling out. I'm like, did I just hear what I thought I heard? And I'm thinking, yes, I think that's exactly what I heard. Yeah, if you guys are watching this, again, this is season 10, episode 2. And you're watching the Binti Love podcast review of the Basketball Wives. Yeah. And so I'm like, did I just really hear what I thought I heard? And I'm like, yep, I think that's what it was. Now, is this funny? I don't think so, but it's always going to be a little humor here. Yelling across the dinner table that she heard that Malaysia's house was foreclosed on. Now, Jackie, as beautiful as she is, she always has something to do. And she always want to get all these girls that are younger than her, like to call her old, but, she's kind of like the little mother hen. I'm going to say it. So then she brought them all together, and then there goes Jennifer, talk to Malaysia about, apparently it was supposed to be allegedly her Atlanta home, got foreclosed on. Foreclosed means that she wasn't paying the bill. Pretty much that. And they were like, we ain't going to foreclose on this because we're not going to really have you here anymore because you're not paying your rent, your mortgage. And that's how that goes. But I think for Jennifer to yell that across the dinner table, like, oh, okay. Because apparently they had a little tiff. Drinking some tea here. But apparently they had a little tiff, and now Jennifer's like, I don't really want to talk to Malaysia and all of that. And then she just so rudely, just the criticism, yelled across the table at Malaysia, saying, I heard your house was foreclosed on. Messy, guys. I really think that was messy of Jennifer. And I love me some Jennifer. I love me some Malaysia. Yeah, but I think that was very messy of Jennifer to be that rude and just put her on blast, Malaysia, about what she heard about where her home, I don't know if it was in Atlanta or in LA, or where her home allegedly was being foreclosed on. So I thought that was really poor taste of Jennifer, and I think that she needs to work on that. Because, when Jennifer gets mad, she'll just come for someone. Like, she'll be quiet for a whole season until she gets mad. When she's mad, it's a totally different Jennifer. So she has work to do. Just because you're mad, don't come out and be some person that's so rude that we can't consider when you're nice. I think she needs to balance that out. So I just want to talk about that. Okay, guys. So now, is this a research moment or a teachable moment? Let's take a look. This is Binti Love now. Is this a teachable moment or a research moment? Here at the Binti Love Podcast, viewers try to guess which one it is with the Binti Love Podcast. Is this a research moment or a teachable moment, guys? Okay. So yeah, is this a research moment or a teachable moment, guys? This is going to be a research moment. Okay. Now, according to research, we're talking about foreclosure. There's some great steps that you can take to stop foreclosure. Like, you're like, okay, it's looking like this might be ending for me. Yeah, like, oh my goodness. Is this really happening? Is my house being foreclosed on? Like, okay. And so these research or teachable moments are real. Okay, so for a research moment, these are some steps you can take to stop foreclosure, against your home. Now, you can get enough money to pay mortgage notes that were late. Like, somehow you just gather some money together, and you can even stop it like that. A large sum of money. It might not be all the money that's owed for the missed payments, but if you can get a large sum of money together and then, just go to the bank and pay something on that, a large sum, they will stop the foreclosure. So it's not, don't worry like, oh, okay, well, I can't pay all the money that I owe on my mortgage, that's late. No. You get a good lump sum together. They'll stop the foreclosure because they want to see that you are trying to pay it. So that's a step you can take. Get a lump sum of money together. So that's, and hopefully you can get your mortgage back. So the bank will look at that like, okay, well, they did come up. So they're not trying to do this. They're trying to get it better and things of that nature. I try to get a short refinance from a bank or mortgage company, because you can get other things that happen for you. If you think that, okay, my mortgage is about to leave and things of that sort, let me get a lump sum together real quick. So, you can get another bank to give you a refinance, for your mortgage, and that can help you get a short refinance is what it's called. So you can do that. Also, you can have a family member buy the home, your mortgage, and just buy the home for you. And then you can rent from them. You understand what I'm saying? So you can get your family member, okay, we're going to buy the home from you. You can stay in your home, basically. And then you have to pay rent to your a family member. So there's other ways of going about that if you feel as though you're about to get your house foreclosed on. So these are different examples that can happen that help you with your mortgage if you feel it's in foreclosure. And that was that research moment. Okay, moving on. Point number 4, the MVP moment. Yes. The MVP moment is the most valuable player moment. The most valuable performance moment. It's the moment where you're like, okay, I'm glad I watched the show. Because sometimes in these shows, you're like, why am I watching this? You got other stuff to do. But so that's why I gave point number 4 to be the MVP moment, where you're like, the most valuable player moment. This is the moment where you're like, okay, I'm glad I watched the show. This is the moment that ties the show together, where you're like, okay, now I know why this show's on TV, stuff like that. Or you see a play, you're like, now I know why they're here doing the play. Or now I know why I came to see this performer, because she sang that song. Yeah, so okay. So the MVP moment was these large gold chairs that Jackie took out. I love her with the puffy shoulders too. Nice basketball background and the basketball's here. I love that. I see more as I tell me, I love that little dangling earring there, an angel. I caught that. Every time I watch, look at this, I see more. Okay. Yeah, but point number 4, the gold chairs at dinner that Jackie had. I loved it. I thought that was cute. Plus, her being escorted in by the 2 men, having them pull out her chairs. I thought it was very, very funny. I thought it was cute because Jackie's a showstopper, and I think she did very well with that. Okay. I also wanted to touch on the fact that, more with the, I was talking about last episode, is that, I'm very, very sad about her having to get her divorce and things of that sort. And I think she still should wait on this. And I think that, never just rush through divorce, because you're still emotional. And that's why it takes time for you to get a divorce. You have to be separated and things of that sort, because you're still emotional about the hurt. And don't just rush to a divorce, because that's a major step, especially people that have been together for a long period of time. I would suggest you just go and get a divorce because you're emotional about something. Because people have their own lives, although that they're there with you, even if they committed adultery, infidelity, relationship or marriage. You came together for a union, and no one's perfect, and there will be mistakes along the way. And just take your time before you just finalize things, I would say. Okay, again, this is the Binti Love Podcast, 5 Points, 5-star review. And I'm your host, Binti Love. And you can find me on YouTube and TikTok. Also, you can find me at my website at BintiLove.com. So take time to subscribe, and tell 10 people to subscribe too. Okay, and moving on to the most loving moment. It's Jackie again. She's racking up here. It's Jackie trying to get the girls to air out their differences. I love that. And again, I was saying that she was acting like the godmother. And this is what she does. She's like, she's a little older, and I'm like, she's kind of like, air out your differences, And she pulls them in a room. You never know what's going to happen. But I think what she's really trying to do is like, you guys have been together for years. I'm just trying to let them know, like, you can come together. These are not major situations that you can't overcome. And for the girls never to like each other and be like, I'm done. I never want to talk to her again. But what really happened? Nothing. I don't like, because I was calling her all the time. Like Jennifer was like, I don't like that. I was calling her and then she hung up on me. And she's like, I'm never going to talk to her for 10 years because someone hung up you. Guys, get together, Jennifer, love you. Get together. Okay. And again, this is the Binti Love Podcast, 5 points, 5-star review. And the fifth and final point always ends on love. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, like and subscribe, and comment below. Okay. Bye, guys.